Hey, welcome in everybody. Hey, it's KGB from the C Sports Network. That's right, another Braves stream, guys. This is game 2 of the 3-game series out west with Oakland Athletics. The Athletics jumped ahead in game 1. Can the Braves make a comeback? We'll find out here in a few. Sit right back. We'll get the first pitch here real soon. All right, welcome in everybody, welcome. Let's get moving on here with the stream. Sorry about that, guys. I'll get her figured out. Let's get the interactive up. Lineup showing.
You spend so long one place on the other
side.
All
right, so
home field a little different being on visiting side, but good to see some old
pretty late game.
And, some of the staff that
pretty late start here for us. So
helped me on my way up.
You've been swinging the bat well over the last week and a half, 3 home runs in the last 2 days. How are you feeling at the plate right now?
Better. It's a long season of trying to make steady adjustments and improvements and get to that ultimate goal of.
All right, so they're having an interview with Matt Olson right now.
Be at your best at the end of the year and hopefully for a playoff run, and I feel like I'm making the right steps.
Well, speaking of those 3 home runs in the last 2 days, How about these three? The two on Sunday. One was 464 feet, the other 445 feet. Matt Olson is starting to swing the bat well. That's our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
Welcome into the channel. Appreciate you stopping by.
And maybe a nice effort from Bryce Elder as well. He faces JP Sears in game 2 of this 3-game set. Brandon Gaunt and Peter Moylan up next.
How you doing, Kenneth? Appreciate you stopping in, buddy.
Free revolutionary fantasy game that transforms fans into general managers. Build your team with ownable digital player cards. Based on your player's performance on the field, win rewards like game tickets, merch, and much more. Draft your set of free cards now.
AAA trusts T-Mobile to be their exclusive wireless partner.
Looks like we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes until first pitch, or roughly. Therefore,
you're covered on the road.
Unreal that we couldn't pull out the win with the worst team in the league last night. That it just, I understand we had a huge, a long trip to get there. Jet lag, I understand all that, but man, I thought we would have had a better outing than that. They took us to the woodshed. Took us behind it and strapped our butts with a leather whip.
Major League Baseball. Sign up for free for a chance to play your way to the 2023 Pitch Hit and Run Finals at the World Series. Visit pitchhitrun.com today.
Hey Tim, can I get a little help?
Sorry, I can't.
I like that commercial. Hey Tim, can I get a little help? Sorry, I can't do it.
Yeah, still, but we better not risk it. My second baseman will be here in 10 minutes. I'm sure he'll be happy to get that for you.
Maybe you should realize this isn't even a game.
And maybe you should hold on to your hat.
Enrique Quique Hernández.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, papá.
Dímelo, mi hermano. Mira, te prometí que íbamos a cocinar. Como tú eres de Boston, yo soy de la de Nueva York, vamos a hacer una competencia.
Yo soy bastante competitivo. No hay nada como la comida latina.
Nada.
Don't take presentation. Evaluation, okay?
Yeah, he was.
Una cosa que es bien importante
He took care of everything. He might stop by tonight, but I don't know for sure. I took most of the day away from the computer to try and relax since we had such a late night tonight.
Ready for game 2 of
Welcome in, guys. Appreciate you stopping by.
Coliseum. Braves will bring this lineup to the dish in the top of the first. Ozzie Albies hits so well against left-handed pitchers. Brian Snitker has put him as the cleanup batter. Murphy will bat 5th, and Ozuna bumped down to 6th. And Kevin Pillar with a lefty on the mound will get the start.
Yeah, there's some big changes in the lineup, as you guys can see over there.
As I mentioned, it is a southpaw. JP Sears making his 11th start.
All right, JP Sears making his start.
3-pitch mix, fastball most of the time, tick over 50%, slider after that, and a couple of change-ups every now and then. He's not going to walk anybody. He's actually given up more home runs than he has walks this year. 12 home runs and only 10 walks in 50 innings.
Peter, what do you have for tonight's Ford Keys?
Well, it's a bounce back for the offense tonight. We've got to prove why we're the #1 team in the East. And it's a bullpen game. For me, I really want to see the bullpen. What makes us so good and made us so good last year was our ability to hold games, even if we were behind.
All right, so let's get this underway, baby.
I need to see that from the guys tonight.
Yesterday, game 1 of this series, a 7-2 A's victory, which stopped Oakland's 11-game losing streak. Braves trying to get back on the balance beam here today. Still 4 games ahead of the Marlins in the National League East. And Ronald Acuna, who leads all of Major League Baseball with 25 hits in the first inning.
What the hell here?
Digs in. And takes it high and outside.
We have seen Ronald get a bit pull happy early on the game. Earlier on in the year, he was really wearing out that gap between shortstop and second base up the middle of the field.
It's actually 5 straight games if you don't count
There we
the
go.
Sunday night.
Everything's
where he
working
had
out.
2 hits in the first inning. the other 5 games surrounding that one where he has grounded out to the left side of the infield. 3 to short and 3 to third to start out the ball game. Big cut there, 2-1.
2-1 the count.
Temperature 62 degrees at first pitch tonight. Supposed to get down into the mid-50s by the time the ball game is over.
Well, it was warm for us here where I live today. We got up darn near to 90. It was warm.
Peter's looking at me here in the booth and laughing because I already have a jacket on. And Peter's too tough for that.
Just the panic on your face when you realize you didn't bring an extra layer of clothing was hilarious on the bus.
I left mine at the hotel. Fouled back 3-2. Eric Durbin, the great clubhouse guy, had to help me out and give me a jacket to wear up
Full
there.
boat.
So
see if Acuna can get a hit.
there's Eric on the left side of the screen, making sure everybody's outfitted. You notice he has on short sleeves, but the sun's still out right now.
Comes the pitch.
Another foul
ball.
A battle here between Acuna and J.P. Sears. J.P. Sears, his first career appearance against the Braves, just his second year in Major League Baseball. Misses outside. Good start for the Braves and Ronald Acuna.
Well, forget about what I said about
Ball
J.P.
4.
Sears. Walks the leadoff guy. Of course he does.
But you're right. He has been great with command this year. But Ronald Acuna, great at bat to start. And now Matt Olson. 3 homers over the last 2 games for Matt. Now 17 on the season.
Matt's been on fire the last 10 games stretch. He's been on fire.
Saw the
6 home runs,
just before we
16 RBIs. I think it's 16 RBIs in the last 10 games.
The first time, and also there were a lot more familiar faces last year. Big roster overturn here in 2023.
The night before last, he had two two-run home runs in a game, and then last night he had that big solo homer.
Couple of change-ups.
Playing really good ball.
In the game, 2-0 count to Ronald, went with the change-up, and 1-0 to Matt Olson there, went with the lefty-lefty change-up. Interesting.
As you said, he's about 50% fastball.
Usually.
There's a fastball.
Up and out of the box.
Well, Sears facing a lineup that has had, there are the numbers, as much success against the fastball as any other team in Major League Baseball. Oh, he's got Acuna. Chasing him back to first.
They ran him. They got Acuna out, chased him between the bases.
Second in the majors in stolen bases, and he got caught leaning.
I don't even think he was trying to steal because he wasn't.
One out.
He just got caught in no man's land. Great job by the first baseman there, running him all the way back. And yeah, he just ran out of room.
So 1 away.
Hey, even the great ones make mistakes, guys.
Count on Matt Olson.
Come on, big man.
Popped up.
Foul ball.
Remember,
there's a lot of real estate.
Home and down right and left field here, but
I couldn't believe it. You know, it had been such a long time. You know, I didn't see any athletic games last year being played here, and I hadn't watched baseball before that for probably 15 years, maybe even more. I didn't realize that all the stadiums nowadays, that they've made them smaller to where there's less room, you know, to run down foul balls and all that. And boy, it's just, when you see the camera pan around Oakland Stadium, it is just gigantic. And then to see so many empty seats, that is so crazy.
And now the payoff. Matt hits it solidly into center field.
Center field, that's going to be a single. A 1-out single.
Solidly was right. 110 off the bat. JP's having a little trouble finishing these guys off with 3-2 count back-to-back at bats. Olson gets a fastball middle. He's not going to miss too many of those, Brandon.
No, he does not. And he's at first base, and Austin Riley, who is in the midst of a 12-game hit streak, stands in.
I do believe
Austin had a couple of
Mav goes back to work tomorrow, Kenneth. So that's why we probably won't see him. It's already, you know, the time is here. It's just about 9 o'clock my time, so it's 10 o'clock his. I'm sure he's got a 12-hour day ahead of him, plus 2 hours driving. So I don't think we'll see him. If we do, he may splash the chat with some howdy doodies, but I wouldn't think so.
By the Mariners in 2017 and then debuted last year with the Oakland A's. Yeah, fastball right in there.
Strike.
Is a college?
1-2 the count. Oh, and I was saying about
it sounds like
the changes in the lineup.
Hangout for like
so we got Acuna, Olson, Riley, then Albies is batting fourth, Sean Murphy batting fifth.
It is
Marcellus Ozuna moved back to sixth as the DH.
Fouled off here, stays 1-2.
Kevin Pillar will be batting seventh, and he's in left field today. Orlando Arcia batting eighth, and Michael Harris batting ninth. And our pitcher Bryce Elder today. Eddie Money Rosario, I'm not sure if he just needed a day off or I don't know. It's the first I've seen him do. It's the first I've seen him do this drastic of a change that I've noticed this season since starting to really pay attention to the lineups and whatnot. All right, so here comes the pitch. Oh, there's the windup.
Riley
down third baseline, over to second. They got it. 5-4-3 double. All right, the top of the inning is done. Yeah. Well, there he is. Look at there. Just talking about him, and he pops in. Yeah, that's what I just got done saying in here is I just figured you probably wouldn't stop. You know, I mean, it's late, and you got a 14-day ahead of you, or a 14-hour day ahead of you. 12-hour work and 2 drives, so I wouldn't have blamed you, brother, if you didn't stop. But I appreciate you stopping in. Remember, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. We've been doing real well with getting our like goals the last few streams. We certainly don't want to stop there. Yeah. Well, I could. If you'd like me to, I could. I answered Kenneth's question. He asked about you right away. I still don't think you needed to. I mean, you said you were still at like 40 or 50%. You still didn't need to. But it's a good thing to do.
And that lineup will be opposed by Bryce Elder.
Bryce Elder, your NL leader in a bunch of pitching categories, which is something that you would not have thought about come spring training, but he's just done such a great job with this opportunity. 3-0, ERA just over 2. That whip's impressive. And as I said in the open, he does his best work when runners get on.
Yeah, it's been like that since the start of the season. Just nothing seems to rattle number 55. And another great start last time out against the Dodgers. 6 innings, giving up just the 1 run in a Braves 4-3.
I see CeeLo's over there streaming tonight. That's why we got such a slow start, I would assume.
Peter, but the key for him, since he's not overpowering, is location, right?
Correct. Must locate. Weakish contact. Changing speeds. It's pitching. It's pitching 101. When he gets in trouble is when he does leave the ball middle. But you'll find most people do.
Yes. Well,
and he's going against the Brave Country HD channel as well.
Most consistent A's hitter this season, and when he gets on, he steals a lot of bases. And the count full. His .273 average is best on the team. Fouls it off at home plate. Well, with the game yesterday in the books, it was game number 54 of the season. That means, hard to believe, but the season is officially 1/3 complete.
Appreciate the likes, guys. We're already at 6 likes for the 10 like goal for the channel. So if you haven't thrown a thumbs up yet, why don't you go ahead and do that?
You can just see how
be sure to get your votes in, guys.
All Ruiz is able to do is just pound it in the ground, especially with those locations.
Another foul ball.
Hey Isaiah, how you doing? Chop on.
That's kind of
Chop
like the
on,
top
brother.
of the inning, a long at bat to start.
Three and 2 to count.
And another 3-2 pitch. Another foul ball, and it will be a 10-pitch at bat.
All right, 10 pitch at bat. Not the kind of start Elder wants, to have a 10 pitch at bat
See if Elder can get Ruiz here.
With a player. There's 11.
Continues, helmet flies off.
This is frustrating for a pitcher, especially first hitter of the game.
Well, Ruiz is pesky.
Ground ball over to Riley. Riley guns it to Olson. Out.
No problem for Riley. And finally, Elder wins the battle.
Really nice battle 1-2. Sinker looks really good already. As I said, all he was able to do was just pound that into the ground. I think that's why a lot of Elder's metrics do look. I mean, it's a different story when you look at how hard the ball gets.
Yeah, Ryan Noda at the plate. Ryan has a 241 average, 867 OPS with 6 homers on the season.
There's certain metrics that just.
And he has 19 RBIs.
Having the success that he's having, but I'm sure it's explainable for people that are a little bit smarter than me.
0-1 the count.
Well, the numbers have been great, as you mentioned.
Swung and missed.
A 2.01 ERA, number 1 in the National League for anybody who's thrown 40 or more innings. Just sensational. Time was called by Noda.
He's done that twice. He did that yesterday too. Waited for the pitcher to start his motion, then call timeout.
It's not going to create many friends. Dan Bellino, by the way, is the home plate umpire tonight. That's a
strike 3.
So
K to the chat, baby.
Not a system, and there are 2 away.
No time wasted for Bryce there. Just a sinker front door, perfect pitch.
First K of the day.
That's got already. It's tough to tell from that camera angle, but that is moving a lot.
So after an 11-pitch at bat to Ruiz, it only took 3 pitches to strike out Noda.
Ball 1.
Now here's Seth Brown.
Seth Brown with a 193 average batting average this season, a 619 OPS with 3 home runs.
Mentioned it on the broadcast yesterday, but
he also has 7 RBIs on the season.
With Michael Soroka earlier on the day on Sunday, so that he could get out here and get some good rest and be ready for.
Hey Mav, you know, I know you've been busy and absent-minded, but try to remember to send out those that foam finger and tomahawk if you would.
Clips the zone.
There's a strike. We'd love to be able to sit here and, yeah, give him the finger. Give him the chop away.
And he battles back 3-2.
3-2, full boat.
He's so effective down in the zone that he can get swings at the top because they see it up, and that's when they want to unleash their ace swing.
3-2 pitch. Fouled back.
Foul ball. 3-2 pitch. We'll do it again.
It was Elder's 52nd K of the year, over 59 innings pitched. Now he's looking for strikeout
numbers.
53 on the year. And he just missed
ball four. Walked him. Awesome.
So the inning continues for Aledmys Diaz, who was 0 for 3 yesterday.
Welcome in. Welcome into the channel, everybody.
Won the World Series in Houston last year and became
Appreciate you stopping by. If you're just coming in, there's a chopper out number 3. So that's going to retire the first inning. We're heading to the top of the second. If you're just coming in, guys, the score is still 0-0, and we're heading to the top of the second. We come back, we'll have Albies at bat, Sean Murphy on deck, and Ozuna the Bung. Marcel the Bung Ozuna will be batting in the hole, batting third. Don't mind me, I feel all sorts of drunkard. I didn't sleep well. But I did relax today. I got everything this morning done that I needed to have done, all but the lineup. I think I actually stepped away at like maybe 3 o'clock this afternoon, 4 o'clock. And they still hadn't posted it then, and then I forgot about it until about 20 after 8. So I had to go and put it together in Canva. What do you want?
Are you streaming?
Huh?
Are you streaming like right now?
Yeah, I'm streaming. Why?
Do you have a cart, like an extra cart?
1 second, guys. My daughter's in the room. I need to turn my cam and mic off for a minute.
Tampa Bay, we know how good they've been this
year. All right, we are back, and our Albies is at bat.
Sensational, best record in baseball, and then the Braves right there at the top in the National League as far as best record is concerned at 32-22. And as the tail continues to go, nobody hits lefties like Ozzie Albies. 452. That is the best in all of Major League Baseball. And that's why he's batting cleanup here tonight. Grounds this one to third. Bride, just called up from AAA yesterday, makes the throw across. And Sean Murphy back home here in Oakland. Little fist bump for his former understudy Langoliers. And now he hits against a guy that he caught last year in J.P. Sears.
The advantage has to be with the catcher. Sure.
Why?
Because you've seen how everything that he throws moves. You know what his tendencies are. You know what he likes to go to in certain counts. You are the scatter. You have the scattering report.
I wonder if you're Sears, if you know that, and then you're thinking, okay, let me do the reverse of whatever Sean thinks I'm going to do here. Well, he hit this a ton, but well foul. Murphy, originally drafted by Oakland in 2016 out of Wright State and debuted in 2019, and then coming to Atlanta back in December. And another foul ball. J.P. Sears with a 1-2 pitch, and he got his former teammate with a fastball at the top of the zone.
Went to school on the last swing. It was very late on a fastball. Went straight back to it. A little higher up out of the zone. Pretty good pitch there by Sears.
Sears, who has pitched pretty well this year, best of the starters numbers-wise.
All right, sorry about that, everybody.
But he's still winless. We talked about it yesterday, but the A's starters have only 2 wins this season.
Yeah, the A's starters, 2 wins this season. That's crazy.
Skipper Mark Kotze.
Ozuna, strike 1, big swing and a miss. 2 outs, 1-1 the count. And last night's win for Oakland was the first time they beat the Braves since like 2005.
But the A's have lost all 5 games, and they've only scored for him a total of 11 runs.
And
in those
I'll tell you, this A's
month.
pitching staff is.
Ozuna
Oh! Uh-oh! Oh, it's short. It's out to the just before the track. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we are heading to the bottom of the second. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't able to really watch and pay attention. Loreno will be at bat when we come back. Lede will be on deck, and Bride in the hole, guys, batting for the Oakland Athletics. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you stopping by tonight. If you're just joining us, the score is still tied. 0-0. We're heading to the bottom of the second. And I'd like to bring to your attention, I got a 10 like goal, guys, set for tonight. We're currently at 6 likes, so if you'd like to help me reach that goal, please hit that thumbs up. I'll tell you, I completely screwed up. I completely screwed up on. I don't get their. I don't quite understand their when they wear the uniforms and when they don't for their away games. Yesterday was their alternate road uniform, and it looks like. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, tonight's their road uniform, the light gray. So I had the stream theme and the playing cards set for the road game, the road uniforms last night, the light gray, and they wore their alternate, and vice versa tonight. I'm set up for the alternate, and they're wearing their road uniforms. So I really suck. 2-0 the count. 3-0 the count. Lamarino, a 209 average batting, 5 homers, 12 ribbies, a 6.56 OPS for this season. 3-1 the count. Garcia. That's out number 1. Hey Daniel, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. I know it's late, guys. I know it's late, and it's a Tuesday. It's hard for me to see with, I have my stream, the stream health page up now over top of it, so I'm not, oh yeah. All right, I'll get that, I'll get that refreshed. Three and one count. Ball 4. That should have been a damn strike, though. All right, there it looks. There's a strike. There you go. Now it looks like she's working. Ball 1. Ride. This season, an average 6.67, 0 home runs, 0 RBIs, and a 1.333 OPS. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. We have 1 out, runner on first, bottom of the 2nd, with a tie score. Got him swinging. That's a K to the chat. Strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Langoliers, an batting average of a 210, 7 home runs, 24 RBIs with a 6.68 OPS for the season. Got him swinging. That's 3 Ks on the day, baby. 3 up, 3 down. And I didn't have the sound on for you guys. My apology. for another like. I certainly appreciate it. We're now 3 likes away from that 10 like goal, guys. So if you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up and help me hit that 10 goal. We've been doing excellent as of late for the last several streams with getting the like goals done. I certainly appreciate each and every one of them. I do have tonight and tomorrow night, guys, is the last 2 days for, it's not life or death, but I have a goal to try and reach 370 subscribers by the end of May. So I have tonight's stream and tomorrow's stream to fulfill that. I am 10 subs away from that. So if you haven't subbed yet and you'd like to help me reach that goal, by far, hit that sub button as well. Certainly appreciate it. It's Bark in the Park night, huh?
He should have
All right, here we go.
1,000 of their closest friends.
Strike one. We have Kevin Pillar at bat, Arcia on deck, and Harris will be batting third in the hole.
So do they count the dogs as attendees, or is it just the humans? I would imagine it's only humans. Kevin Pillar leading off. Getting the
all right, buddy, take it easy. Sleep well, drive safe, work hard.
Oh, good to see the pups.
I'm sure you can call me or text me while you're at work or something if you want somebody to talk to,
You got a pound going.
like we usually do. Jump on Discord or something.
That would miss us 2-1. Miniature poodles.
I sometimes they're not miniature poodles. No, I sometimes prefer the company of dogs to humans, especially after a long night of talking.
Are you trying to tell me you want me to leave? And Pillar.
Deep down the left. He's got one deep down the left.
And it's gone.
It's gone. That's fair. That's a home run, a solo homer for Kevin Pillar.
And the Braves jump out in front of the top of the third.
I want to see that. It bounced off the pole, but I believe since it hit the pole on the fair side.
We said yesterday how tough it is to hit the ball out here. Kevin Pillar's had a lot of success against left-handed pitching this year. Gets a fastball down and in. Just
oh yeah, beautiful.
And off the foul pole.
Off the left side of that foul pole, but it works all the same. And the Braves lead 1-0.
1-0 Braves.
And now
yeah, you too, buddy.
Well, welcome back to the lineup, Kevin Pillar.
Arcia's at bat.
It's the third consecutive start.
Ball
that
two.
Pillar has homered in. Of course, Eddie Rosario gets most of the starts out there, but May 14th in Toronto, May 15th in Texas, his last 2 starts he homered, and now he does it again here on May 30th.
His last 3 starts, he's homered.
But as you said,
pretty good.
JP Sears can be prone to giving up a lot of fly balls and a long ball, and we see it there. Arcia was thinking home run.
Oof.
A lot more 3-ball.
Yeah, he was.
Doesn't walk anybody.
3-1. Arcia with a 304 average on the season, 4 homers, 13 ribbies, and an 830 OPS.
12 homers now, 13, and 10 walks on the entire season. But he walked Acuna. Now a 3-1 pitch here to Orlando Arcia. And 3-2.
Foul ball. 3-2, full boat.
I think Orlando thinks he should have done a little bit more with that one. 3-1 fastball, 92 miles an hour, right down the middle.
Here comes the windup. Pitch.
Grounds this
Chopper over to shortstop, who's going to throw it to first baseman. That's an out.
That's the first
Out number one.
third.
We got Michael Harris heading to the
Well, you didn't finish,
heading to the batter's box.
Poodles, you said? Just to put
Ronald
a bow on
Acuna
that.
Jr. on deck and Matt Olson in the hole.
They are just the best natured dogs.
Bernedoodles, Labradoodles,
Golden.
Braves in the top of the first are just now getting through their first rotation of the lineup.
Everybody send me a message on Twitter and I'll individually send you all photos of my dogs. Thanks, Brandon.
You don't see that too often.
Even
For the Braves anyways.
Here with their pups.
Harris, a 175 average, 2 homers, 8 RBIs with a 530 OPS this season.
It's funny, you know, we get to walk out the same tunnel, the players
1-1
down there just before game time to give a bit of a fist bump to Nick Green, and the disappointment on everybody's faces when I came through the tunnel and it was me instead of one of the other players. It was quite funny to see.
But I was excited.
Thank you.
Yeah. Harris pops his back behind home.
Fly ball, got plenty of room to go after it.
Will run out of room.
Yeah, he runs out of room. It's in the stands. 1-2 the count.
You mentioned, Peter, that yesterday officially made it 1/3 of the season complete, 54 games in. Besides the All-Star break, as a player, did you ever have kind of tent poles during the year that you kept track of, or no?
Honestly, no. The All-Star break was the one where you knew you were over halfway. And then you get to August, and that's when, look, just everything, you've been around each other for the whole year. Any little thing that might be frustrating you seems to get a little bit more frustrating. It's a real grind, and especially when you're not playing well.
2-2. Harris reaches for it and singles to right over the head of Diaz.
Harris is going to get on base with a single. Good job. Good job, Harris.
Yesterday he was 0 for 3, although he hit the hardest ball of his career on an out to right. Nice single there.
Yeah, the positive signs keep mounting up. That was a slider down and away. He's able to get the barrel out and pull it over the right side. We've seen him go oppo last 2 times. That's another encouraging sign on a tough pitch.
So 1 on, 1 out. Back to the top of the order, and Ronald Acuna. Almost hit his back foot. Sunday against Philly, the Braves pounded out 20 hits, their most since 2021, and they scored all those runs. But yesterday, the bats were silenced as Oakland held Atlanta to just 2 runs and won by 5. Braves trying to take control here early in this one. Broken bat out to left. Blade will have it, but
it's going to have him. That's 2 outs.
He's just left with a hand.
Harris is kept at first.
Back-to-back changeup from Sears. Really good pitch. This last one, you can see right off the end of the bat. You're right, just splintered.
Drawing oohs and ahs from those that are here at the Coliseum, and there are 2 away. And now Matt Olson.
Acuna broke his bat on that swing. Splintered it all out. So here comes the big man. Matt Olson, 1 for 1 on the night.
Matt Olson, 17 homers, tied for second most in all of baseball behind Pete Alonso's 20. High and tight with a fastball.
1-0 the count.
3 other players have 17.
Olson with a 241 average this season. 17 home runs, 42 RBIs, and he has a 917 OPS on the season. 2 outs, run around first, top of the third. 1-0 lead, Braves.
1-1.
Strike two, 1-2 the count.
3 straight fastballs here from J.P. Sears.
Yeah, one at his eyeballs and then 2 pretty good pitches.
Talking with Matt before the game about playing in this park, and he said he actually likes the batter's eye out in center field, how it kind of goes straight up. It's a good backdrop, but he said one thing to watch is that the ball does not carry to the gaps at night like it does during the day. Two and two.
Full count.
It's the same as Dodger Stadium. Similar. Ball flies there during the day.
And Kevin Pillar, as you were alluding to, was telling us he likes hitting here as well.
About to give an update on the Braves farmer system.
Obviously, he likes it when he hits home runs down.
I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Kenneth.
Takes off, and it's a called strike, and Matt Olson is.
Oh, Matt Olson gets struck out.
But the Braves jump out in front.
Braves take the lead, 1-0. We're heading to the bottom of the third. You want to explain what you mean by the Braves farmer system? Yeah, I'm not real positive what you mean. Hey, welcome in, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. If you're just joining in and you don't know the score yet, the Braves are currently leading 1-0 in the top of the third. Well, they just finished the top of the third. We're heading to the bottom of the third. We'll have Nick Allen at bat. We'll have Ruiz on deck, and Noda will be in the hole when they come back. Yes, guys, I was telling you I was looking forward to getting my copy of the MLB The Show 23. And in fact, my wife bought it for me today. Early Father's Day present. So, didn't get it downloaded yet, but certainly looking forward to it. Actually just got it, I think about 5:30, 6 o'clock tonight. So I decided that'd be a nice treat after the stream's done to go ahead and set it to download and be able to play. And I'll be able to, so what I want to do, not only play it for personal likings, but possibly on the off days that the Braves aren't playing, I may actually do a simulated game of a couple of the teams on those off days, where I could just set it and let it stream.
On to the bottom of the third, 9-1-2 due up here for the Oakland.
And just simulate it.
Brandon Gaudin, Peter Moylan, Nick Green with you. Game 2 of the series at the Oakland Coliseum. If you're watching back east with us, it's almost
kind of interesting, actually, to sit and watch some of those simulated games. I've done it. I did a lot of them with football last year.
I think it gets lower as the sun gets lower,
and it gets interesting to simulate simulate.
The other way.
They still got him. Olson fumbled the ball. Had to run after it, pick it up, and he was able to get it to Bryce Elder just in time to get the out. Great play.
I'm kind of hoping that the Oakland Athletics don't want to take a look at this. Nice job by Matt. Knock it down, make a quick throw. I think he got it with his toe of the cleat.
Phil Cuzzy was right there for the call.
But yeah, it's interesting to simulate a week's, well, for football, it's, week 1, week 2, blah, blah, blah. So you just simulate through and then watch the real game and see just how close it came. And it's kind of fun. Foul ball.
So far this year.
Tough hop down there for the bald boy.
Yeah, good effort. He made a leap.
Straight off the back of the mound. It's like a BMX berm.
Sorry about the internet issues, guys.
1 and 2.
Usually late night like this, streaming wise, it will fluctuate.
And a manageable pitch count, considering he threw 12 pitches to Ruiz last time up too.
Peak hours.
Eventually got Ruiz to ground out to Riley. Hey, he does it again.
Over to Riley. To Matt Olson. That's going to be out number 2.
Ruiz is 0 for 2. Now Ryan Noda, who had the 3-run homer in the 5th yesterday that changed the complexion of that ball game. At the time, it was tied 1-1. This is the first pop-up.
Shallow. Arcia under. Riley was under it, so that was out number 3. We're heading to the top of the 4th. We got Riley, Albies, and Murphy due up to bat. Yeah, telling you, I'm super excited about playing MLB 23. Just call me the captain. Crazy. All right, so we are back to Oakland Coliseum.
66. As Austin Riley.
Riley is 0 for 1 on the night.
Stadium
Ball 1 to start it out.
The ground. The playing surface is at 21 feet below sea level here at the Coliseum. But it's a park that has certainly seen a lot over the years. You and I were talking with Walt Weiss, who played here in the late 80s and early 90s, won a title here in '89 as a player, and he was saying just how glorious it was back in the heyday.
Called it a diamond in the rough.
Riley's gonna fly it up. First baseman getting under it. He's got it.
A little windy out there, but he's got it for the first out.
That's out number 1.
By the way, welcome to the show to A.J. Smith-Shawver, the 20-year-old just called up today. He has climbed from single
A.J. Smith-Shawver called up earlier today.
He just caught a commercial
for the Atlanta Braves.
Shaking hands with everybody in the bullpen. How about
He'll most likely pitch tomorrow then.
In there too, so that'll be fun for him, fun for those guys. Man, 20 years old. 3 games in Rome, 2 games in Mississippi, 2 games in Gwinnett. Welcome to the show.
And because of the need right now in the bullpen, Brian Snitker says that's where the Braves are going to start him out, similar to how they did with Spencer Strider.
I love it. I love the idea.
Max Fried also started his career briefly in the bullpen as well.
Look, I just think it gives you a taste of what
1-1 the count to Albies. Albies is 0 for 1 on the night. Grounded out in the 2nd.
If you you get in trouble, you get someone to come in behind you. It's you know, it's a perfect scenario for a 20-year-old kid.
Ozzie Albies.
Albies puts it out mid shallow left field. Easy out.
2 outs.
That was an easy
And
can of
Smith
corn.
did have a little bit of time down at spring training, but ultimately, whenever he goes onto the mound, he will be making his true major league debut.
Look, the old school mentality was you want to have.
So I guess I got a question for you guys. Kenneth, if you're here, maybe you can answer that because you generally seem to be knowledgeable about baseball. When did the pitcher stop batting? I assume that's what the designated hitter is for. Is to bat in place of the pitchers, but when did have the pitchers never batted? I always thought they did.
And it will be something whenever Smith-Shawver does go out there for the first time. What a climb it has been for that young man.
I remember seeing him in spring training and being really impressed with not just the arm, but the way that he was able to pitch against big league hitters.
Meanwhile, Sean Murphy hits a 1-1 to center.
Murphy's going to put it out to center field, out to the track. Caught. 1, 2, 3. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth. Braves still have the lead, 1-0. So that is something good. All right, while we go ahead, draw your attention up to the right sidebar. Here is Kevin Pillar's solo homer.
Talking.
Are you trying to tell me you want me to leave? And Pillar lifts this high and deep down the left field line, and it's gone. Off the pole, a homer for Kevin Pillar, and the Braves jump out in front of the top of the third. Kevin Pillar doing a little barking of his own here at the Coliseum.
He said,
there you have it. All right, we are back to Oakland Coliseum. We'll have Seth Brown at bat, Diaz on deck, and Loreno in the hole.
Austin Riley and his improved defense over there at third base. That was Darren O'Day that I may have been talking with, but someone was telling me before the game, as Elder settles back in, that yes, we've seen him glove the ball impressively, but he said one thing that's really stepped up with Austin Riley defensively is that he knows what to do with the baseball and how to get set and make the play before the ball even gets to him. He said so a lot of people are impressed with how he's been picking it over there, and Wash said that's been really good, but he's been impressed with his preparation before he even fields the baseball.
It's all about having a repeatable. I mean, he's always ready. Look at the ready position that he's in.
A good start here to the fourth for Elder as he gets Seth Brown. 4 strikeouts.
Thank you for the likes. We're currently at 7 likes of that 10-like goal, guys. Can we reach that before the end of the stream? If you haven't done so already, please hit that thumbs up.
The pre-routine you have is so important to be able to repeat, to be able to be consistent. Timing. These balls don't come at you. It's the hot corner for a reason.
Strike. Caught it on the left outside corner.
And
he has 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded into a FC in the first.
Right off the end of Diaz, and Ronald Acuna takes
Acuna under it.
And there are 2 away.
Takes it 2 away.
For a quick message from Truist. Has retired the last 7 Oakland A's that he has faced. Now Laureano trying to break that.
Tried to bunt. I don't know what that was. That was like a running bunt. The hell was that? It's like he took off running before he even bunted. Let's see that again.
Laureano been with the A's his entire big league career since he
Laureano, sorry. 1-1 the count. That's crazy. They didn't even show. That was weird. It looked like he started to take off running before the ball was even.
Elder's 2-1 is deposited.
That's going to be a base hit up to Ronald Acuna.
So a 2-out single for Ramon Laureano.
It's actually a really nice piece of hitting from Laureano there. That's all you can really do with Bryce Elder's sinker is try and stay back, keep your hands inside, and try and drive that ball to right field, just like you saw there. You see the infield set up for a ton of pull because that's normally what he gets, especially against right-handed hitters. Great job there from Laureano, honestly.
So the inning continues for the left-handed hitting left fielder, J.J. Bleday. First pitch fouled off.
As a fellow sinker ball guy, I would love it when a hitter would come up with the intention to pull because I knew that I had him from the minute he stepped in the box.
One and 1 the count. 2 outs. Runner on first. Bottom of the 4th. The Braves currently lead 1-0.
All season, right,
so
Peter?
Consistent. So consistent the way that him and Murph just never waver from the plan.
Left field.
Left field out to Pilar. Has it. That's 3. We're heading to the top of the 5th. Hey, welcome in, guys. Appreciate you stopping by tonight. If you're just coming in, the Braves are currently leading 1-0, and we're heading to the top of the 5th, where we'll have Marcelo Ozuna at bat, Kevin Pillar on deck, and Orlando Arcia will be batting in the hole. Kevin Pillar, his first at bat today with a solo homer out to left field, bounced off the left field foul ball hole. Called fair, called a home run. Nothing wrong with that, right? So come on, guys, don't be so shy. Feel free to start chatting in there. If you got any questions, any suggestions, anything that you want to say, you know, within reason, of course. You know, throw it down in the chat. Love to have a conversation with you. It makes the streams go so much better when you guys are just as interactive as I am with you. Remember, be sure to get your votes in. We got 10 votes thus far. All 10 of you believe that the Atlanta Braves are going to pull out the win today. And we're currently at 7 likes of our 10 like goal. So if you're just joining us and you haven't done so already, please hit that thumbs up. Homers for Hank, home run tracker. As of May 30th, home run total 90. I missed how much money they raised. All right, so here's Sears to Ozuna. Strike one.
And this man, Marcell Ozuna, just missed a homer back in the second inning with a fly out to left.
Sure did. Just got under it.
Swing and a miss.
9 homers in the month of May for Marcell Ozuna.
That's pretty straight phenomenal numbers there. 9 homers in the month of May. And we're still 2 days away from, or another day away. The rest of it, well, might as well say game and a half away. The rest of this game and all of tomorrow for him to improve on that number.
0 for 5 so far in the series. Awaiting a 2-2 from J.P. Sears. Out to center.
That's out to center.
To his left and back.
At the wall, caught.
Another one did Marcell. One away. And now a quick word from Delta.
I think,
Braves country.
So the left fielder come in, caught the ball, and immediately flicked it up out of his mitt and dropped it on the ground. I think it should be like some rules like football where you have to keep and hold possession for so long. That'd be kind of nice to have. Ooh, Pilar drove that one deep but out of bounds.
Counts for the only.
Oh, sorry about the sound, guys.
Third, off the foul pole down the left field line. Hits this one in that same direction.
That one's going to be to the wall. That's going to be a standing double.
Pilar's going to have to hurry. And
no standing, sliding double.
A homer and a double, 2 for 2 for the Braves left fielder.
Such a tough job when you don't play every day. You only get a chance.
So now Braves in scoring position.
Home run already, and then another similar pitch, fastball down and in, probably a little more middle.
If he would have been, 0.5 of a second quicker with that swing, that would have been out.
What an athlete.
He would have got all of that one.
Position with 1 out, and here's
all right, we got Orlando Arcia, who is 0 for 1 on the day.
You're right.
Ball
though,
1.
I would think for a guy like him, and look, Kevin Pilar's not complaining. He's happy to have a role on this team, but it's tough when you're in there once every so often. But he has made the most of his opportunities.
Two another count.
Great job getting these guys.
Arcia 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in the third. He has a .302 batting average with 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, and an .823 OPS on the season.
Travis d'Arnaud, maybe even some Sam Hilliard in that DH spot. But the way that Ozuna's hit, Brian Snitker's just been riding that wave.
Yes, really quality at bats, especially even that line drive. That last one there was up the middle.
2-1 the count. Runners on second, 1 out. Runner on second, that is.
2 ball, 1 strike pitch.
2-1.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Full count.
And for Kevin Pilar, it's his first game with multiple extra base hits since September of 2021. And he's done it on his first 2 at-bats here.
Foul ball. 2-2 the count. We'll do it again.
Good job here with Orlando. Got him to swing through, missed a couple of fastballs last at bat, got him with a changeup, and you can see he's a little late on that fastball now too.
The 27-year-old left-handed pitcher gets set. for the 2-2. And Arcia fouls it off.
Foul ball. Do it again.
Catch up to that fastball. There is a base open. If I had some money to put on this pitch, I'd say you'd probably see that change up.
Sorry about the yawns, guys. I am super tired. Like I said, I didn't sleep very well whatsoever. I think I might have had about 2 hours of sleep, 2.5 hours of sleep.
Flies it to right.
Arcia is going to pop fly out to right field. He's got him. Pilar's going to try to make third, and he's in.
Third, so 2 down, 90 feet away.
90 feet from scoring. 2 outs.
It was a sweeper. Yeah, that
fan favorite.
The fan favorite sweeper. Something off speed, though.
Well, I truly, really thought we had such a golden opportunity to get that golden broom this series, and they beat us game 1. They didn't just beat us, they slapped us around.
Over the head of Diaz at second base. Takes a strike there.
Harris 1 for 1 on the day, singled in the third. Foul ball.
We talked about A.J. Smith-Shawver and his rise to the majors. Certainly here's another guy who rose quickly, skipped right over Triple-A ball when debuting at the end of last May.
Oh, goodness me.
Of course, it
again,
worked out
sorry.
okay for him. 0-2, grounded to second.
Grounded to second. Out. That's out number 3, so we leave one stranded.
Coliseum with the Braves up 1-0.
Again, we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th with the Braves leading 1-0. Hey, thank you so much for that sub. Guys, I am now 9 subs from my 370 goal for the month of May. I'm at 361. So if you haven't done so already and you'd like to help me out with that, feel free to hit that sub button and be sure to thumb up. Get a little music in between guys to help out. Stream slow, I know. All right, here we go.
But everything about Jesse is fun.
It's the best.
We know that.
The next break we'll have some music in between.
Acuna tells Harris that he will take it, even though Harris Squeezed his glove as well, one away. A slide into summer at Truist Park, June 6th through the 11th when the Mets and Nats come to town. 6 gate giveaways, incling
you was trying something different for your phone, huh? Oh.
To see all the fun as
all
we
right.
slide into summer.
I don't know if Jesse would be playing a prank on him just yet, but it'll take a couple of days before he drops something on him.
Langoliers 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in the second.
Did you have a prank played on you?
No, we used to have to get dressed up back in the day. Yep.
Any interesting outfits you'd like to share?
I wore a penguin suit.
Solid single.
That's going to be a single down the left field line. You're going to hold him at first.
Speed. Good job by Pilar to hold him to a single.
Really good job, even though he did manage to slip over out there, still kept him to a single. Just a sinker that caught a little too much plate. That's that one middle that they don't pound into the ground.
A penguin suit? Is that you wore? Is there evidence of that?
There is a photo somewhere, yep. And it was leaving Colorado, coming back to Atlanta, so it was actually perfect timing. It was a big, thick foam penguin suit, and I was actually quite warm and comfortable, whereas the other guys weren't wearing as much clothing.
Ninth man of the orders, Nick Allen. He tries to bunt.
But
stabs at it.
That's going to be.
Did you have to
that's going to be a strike.
Yeah. The entire flight.
The entire flight.
You were dressed as a penguin.
I was dressed as a penguin. I'm sure someone's got a copy of that somewhere.
Oh, that's fantastic.
With dress shoes.
Now, see, you were offering to send out dog photos. I want you to be sending out the penguin photos. Good
down in the dirt, 1-1. Nick Allen 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded out in the third. He has a 198 average for the season, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and a 494 OPS. 1-1 the count, 1 out, runner on first, bottom of the 5th.
And that one.
Braves leading 1-0.
2-1. Allen grounded out back in the third. He's 0 for 1.
Got some good news on farm tonight. That's good.
Runner goes.
I'm still not sure what you're talking about. Oh, that's going to be a base hit. They're going to bring a runner in.
To third. They will be at the corners, and the A's.
Nope, they held him, but the A's are on. They have runners on the corners. 1 out. Oakland is knocking on the door to tie this game.
Double play, but second base was covering. Orlando held his ground, and there's just a perfect ball up the middle. Not able to get to it. Tough double play candidate here with Ruiz up. Priority is probably going to be to make sure Langoliers stays at third and just to get 1 out rather than trying to turn 2. See the corners playing in.
Ruiz is 0 for 2 tonight, 2 ground outs. He has a 271 average, 1 home run, 23 ribbies, and a 688 OPS for the season.
Ruiz, as you said, is the best 24-year-old pitcher, a 24-year-old hitter here. She tries to bunt and bunts it foul.
That's the safety squeeze. Small ball here in Oakland. It's what they have to do to try and win baseball games, trying to push some runs across.
Yeah, and you don't mean that disrespectfully. It's just a limited roster.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's just the reality of the situation for a ball club that's 11-45.
What are you doing, Amy? Not working?
As the helmet pops off.
May see delayed steal here. You could see a pitch out from the Braves as well. But a lot of room to play with for Bryce. Just don't want to have an easy run, stroll in. Big job from Murphy to keep the ball in.
Oh, the farm teams. Okay, now I understand what you're talking about. That's a base hit. That's going to tie the game.
Ruiz spoils an 0-2 pitch.
Tie game in the bottom of the 5th.
Not exactly smoke through the
1
left
out.
side, but he's going to want to make a better pitch on 0-2. You could see Murphy set up way outside. Caught too much plate. Ruiz was able to get good wood on it and drive it to the left field. We are tied.
Well, Peter, this is eerily similar to yesterday. It was in the 5th inning that Ruiz had an RBI single to tie the game at 1. And then the next batter, who is the batter right now, Ryan Noda, hit a 3-run homer to right. Let's hope that doesn't happen again here. Swing and a miss.
Use that aggressiveness against him too. Talk about big moments.
Noda 0 for 2 on the night.
Obviously a hero for their team. You can use that against them.
He had a strikeout and a pop out.
That homer yesterday was the 6th of the season and of the career for the rookie Ryan Noda.
Noda, the rookie, has a 237 average, 6 home runs, 19 ribbies, and a 856 OPS this season.
And now Elder tries
1-1 the count.
to deal a 1-1 to him.
There's a strike. 1-2 the count.
Remember, Bryce punched Noda out with a front door 2-seamer the first at bat. Got into
Come on, Elder, get us out of this inning.
Don't make the mistake of pulling that change up, but something soft and away. There's that 2-strike. See what he's going to come to the grip. I think he's just trying to find if he's trying to tip something. Maybe he comes set, know what pitch he's going to come, call timeout. But last time, 2 times he's done that, he's punched out looking. So let's hope he does it again here.
Grounder, this could be 2. Ozzie.
Got him. Double play. Got him.
4-6-3 double play.
4-6-3 double play. That ends the inning. So we're going to head to the top of the 6th. Tie game 1-1. Yeah, we'll try something a little more happy. So when we come back, the Braves will have the top of the batting order. Acuna Jr. at bat, Matt Olson on deck, and Austin Riley in the hole. Remember, guys, we're looking for that 10 like goal to get reached tonight. Currently at 7 likes. I need 3 more likes. So if you haven't done so, please, by far, feel free to hit that thumbs up.
Few jackets out there as we
Hey,
go to the 6th inning.
We are back to the Coliseum.
1-1 ball game. Top of the order for Atlanta.
Good inning for Atlanta to add on here.
Top of the 6th. Tie game. Acuna Jr. 0-1.
Sears. There is action in the
He's 0 for 1 on the day. Walked in the first.
Yeah, Austin Pruitt, a righty, is warming. Well, Sears has certainly done better than most lefties have against the Braves this year because the Braves lead
Austin Pruitt, right-handed pitcher for the Athletics, warming up in the bullpen.
Against left-handed pitchers. But they've only been able
Sears
to
is on his 84th or 5th pitch of the night. 2-1 to Acuna Jr. Foul ball, that's 2-2.
He got one to hit there.
Count is even.
He knows he did.
trying to stay warm.
See, he broke his bat on that changeup last at bat.
And then he walked way back in the first, and he got picked off, leaning towards second base. Sharply grounded to Bryce.
Grounds it over to third baseman. Throws it out at first. 1 out.
Our Xfinity Game Changer feature spotlights Mr. Matt Olson and what he's done, Peter, over the last 11 games.
It's been pretty impressive. Every home run has traveled at least 4,000 feet, it felt like. 286 average, 6 home runs. He's tied for first with Jorge.
Earlier that it's just a constant process. Biggest thing with him is being consistent. He's done a good job slugging and getting.
All right, so we got Matt Olson at bat. Oh,
inconsistent. He said it's a long.
0-1 the count. That's going to be 1-1 the count.
And he said he's feeling a lot better as of late.
3 homers over the last couple of games. Now 42 runs driven in on the season.
Big swing and a miss, 1 and 2. So today, guys, I believe today is my 20th game, consecutive game stream for the Braves. Have not missed a Braves game in the last 20, and I have streamed each one.
He awaits a 1-2. Out to right.
It's going to drop in. Nope.
Races over.
Right fielder races over to grab the ball. 2 outs, top of the 6th, tie game.
The consecutive games played for Matt Olson because it was on this date, Peter, in 82 that Cal Ripken started his streak of 2,632 consecutive games played.
That will never be broken.
Yeah,
without question.
I feel like there's a lot of records where people say, "Oh, that'll never be broken," but that one you can stamp that down. Cannot ever imagine anybody breaking the Iron Man streak. And Riley.
Hot fly. Plenty of room out there. It's retired. 3 up, 3 down.
It's a 1-2-3, top of the 6th for JP.
Heading to the bottom of the 6th. So we'll have Seth Brown at bat, Diaz on deck, and Larino will be in the hole.
The Braves take on the Nats. Check out the first show featuring Matt Snell, before the game at the Georgia Power Pavilion. Purchase your tickets at braves.com/promos. Bark in the Park night here at the Oakland Coliseum. Game 2 of the series, all tied at 1. Braves got the Pilar homer in the 3rd, and then in the bottom of the 5th, Oakland got the RBI single from Ruiz.
Seth Brown 0 for 1 on the day. He was walked in the first.
Elder,
Bryce Elder now pitching his 79th pitch of the night.
To grounded foul. I don't know if they can pick it up at home, but there's a group of gentlemen who have started chanting some strange things here at the witching hour at the Oakland Coliseum. And in the midst of a lot of eerie silence, you never know what you're going to hear. 1-2 from Bryce Elder. Got him. Down swinging Seth Brown. And 5.
Sorry about it, guys. You may need to refresh your browser.
Beautiful changeup down and away to a left-handed hitter after coming in. Just sequencing 101. Look at that spin. Almost got a sinker spin on it. So hard to try and cover everything when it's working for Bryce.
Season high strikeouts for Bryce of 7 all the way back on April 10th against Cincinnati, but he's had several games with 6 strikeouts, including each of his last 2 starts. He's got 5 right now.
2-0 the count.
Riley on a couple of hops.
Easy out. Riley knocks it down, throws it over, gets him out.
I think that just goes to prove my point that I was trying to make earlier. When you look at the metrics or the baseball savant page for Bryce Elder, it doesn't look impressive because of all the blue and he does get hit hard, but I think a lot of that is just balls that are just getting smashed into the ground. It does come off with a high exit velo.
Trying to bunt.
There's a bunt.
Up and into Laureano.
They got him.
Made the play.
Beautiful play.
Going away from first base.
We're heading to the top of the 7th.
Distraction of
Again, I'd like to apologize about the internet fluctuations, guys. Up and down it's going.
Last inning by Bryce Elder, Peter.
Check this out. I know Austin's coming in. Might have called him off, and then he just runs right in front. But the only play was to pick it up bare hand. He did a great job. Or let it go for Austin, but I didn't think he had a chance like we discussed in the break. But great job moving his feet and making a good throw.
That sends us to the 7th. J.P. Sears is out, and on comes Austin.
Austin Pruitt now pitching for the
5 pitches
Athletics. 11 games, innings 12.2. I missed his ERA. He's got a 4.26 ERA.
And he will deal to Ozzie Albies, Sean Murphy, and Marcell Ozuna here in the 7th.
Got to get something going here.
Braves just 3 runs through the first 15 innings of this series. See if they can get the bats back on track.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2 for Albies. Albies is 0 for 2 on the night. He ground out and had a fly out.
Ozzie 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out.
Counts even. Boy, what in the hell is wrong with the internet tonight?
Pruitt
It's
split
bad.
time between the AAA ball club Vegas and Oakland last year. The same thing this year. Called up on May 4th after starting in AAA. And he's got a 3-2 count here on the Braves cleanup hitter. Ozzie, line drive, but right to his counterpart. Aledmys Diaz at second base. Time for our racetrack fueling up feature of the game. It's on Sean Murphy. It's on a 10-game hit streak right now, Peter.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a minute or two. I'm going to see if I can't correct this.
7 runs, 6 RBIs, all by playing stellar defense behind the plate.
And that 10-game hit streak is the longest of his 5-year major league career. For more on Sean, let's go back down to Nick.
Yeah, guys, I asked Kevin Seitzer earlier about Sean Murphy, and I asked him what the most impressive part was overall. He said strike zone judgment. We've seen that this year. He's been so good at controlling the strike zone and also the ability to execute a plan. I think that's something that we kind of lose track of at times. For instance, the sinker ball is going down in against a righty. He lays off those pitches until he has to swing at them. And Kevin Seitzer was just praising the fact that he's not chasing, executing the plan, and done a great job with strike zone judgment.
Takes that one inside. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
Takes a lot of discipline to have a plan and to stick to it, especially with something like a sinker down and in like that.
Line drive off the glove of Diaz, but Murphy is still retired. Good recovery by the second baseman on a ball that was scorched.
Just no shortage of hard hit balls tonight for the Bravos. Eventually they're going to have to find some grass somewhere.
You would think.
That's a good recovery.
So Diaz has made both plays here in the 7th, and now Marcell Ozuna.
Couple good swings from Marcell tonight. Nothing to show for it just yet.
A deep fly out to left and a deep fly out to right center. Another one to right center. This not as deep. Charging in. Boy, Ruiz was fooled by that. He started back, but he comes in, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the 7th. And we are headed to the stretch presented by Synovus.
Okay, guys, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to fix this. So, at the conclusion of the bottom of the 7th, guys, I'm just going to end the stream. There's no sense of trying to run it. The stream it's bottoming out. I don't know what's going. Yeah, it just died completely. Hit 0 and back up. So we'll finish out.
Grounded.
We'll finish out this inning.
Ozzie, and that's all they'll get. But the lead runner is retired.